www.sporthotpicks.com. I am your host, Tommy School. Happy to have you here with us as we've been having a lot of great things happening here over the course of the month of June. Started out slow, but have launched lately and doing some really great things as we continue to improve everything that we got going on within our systems, our experts, and our betting strategy and systems. We've talked about this many of times. 1 to 2% is conservative, 3% is middle of the road, 4 to 5% is super aggressive about the amount of your bankroll. So what we have done is we started this out at a $330 bankroll. 3% of that, $30 a unit. Okay, now with that $30 a unit, and the winnings that we had from our first month with the deposit match, we took it to $2,900. $2,900 at 30%. Just to make sure I'm telling you this, or at not 30%, 3% is $87 a unit. After $87 a unit and some deposit matches and our winnings, we're now at $6,000. But we want to show you what it looks like to be aggressive at this time. So we're now taking that $6,000 bankroll at 5%. $6,000 bankroll, 5% is a $300 unit bet. Now, being up 10.92 units so far in June, just the 9th of June. And our goal is to be up 1 unit a day. By doing that, we have the chance of really compounding, building, and protecting our bankroll every single week. So, and month, and so on and so forth. So with that done, we have, busted out and really done some great things to build off of our bankroll, our betting services, $9.99, www.sporthotpicks.com. You get everything that we do and teach, $9.99. And right now, just through this month, we've had 61 picks at 59.02%, which is well above the 52.3% you need to be at just break even. And if you really break it down, cost per pick, that's 16 cents 16 cents per pick. And if you follow our system and bet every single one of the picks, you would be up 10.92 units. So if you think of it like this, at $300, 10 units, we're up $3,000, almost $3,300 on our betting system right now. Okay? So with that being said, let's cover what has happened yesterday in the professional sports, NHL, Major League Baseball, and starting off with NBA. So the first one, Jazz minus 3.5 did not cover. Straight up, the favorites went 2-0 against the spread. They were 1-1. Jazz minus 3.5 missed it by 0.5 point. 76ers minus 6.5. They covered easy. The unders went 2-0 yesterday. At home, the home teams against the spread have 26 wins, and the away team have 22. With that being said, straight up, overall in the playoffs, favorites 34-15 at 69.39%. And against the spread, the favorites are 31-18 at 63.27%. Now, with that being said, the over-under is yesterday went 2-0 on the unders, which brought it a little bit closer. Now the over-unders at 25-23 at 52.8%. And some really good numbers there. The over-unders really can't make a difference there, but everything else is really following the favorites so far in rounds 1 and 2. NHL yesterday, the favorites and dogs split 1-1 as the Knights upset the Avalanche in overtime. That was one of our missed the cuts, and glad we missed the cut on that one. And the road teams now have 32 wins, and the home team have 32 wins. Unders went 0-2. Favorites overall are 33-28, which are 54.1%. And the unders are at 34-29 at 53.97%. Major League Baseball yesterday, the favorites went 11-4, unders went 8-7. The 4 dogs that won were the Cubs, the Brew Crew, and if you were with us On the Brew Crew, you got them at plus 129. You could have seen them as high as plus 148. Really capitalized on that one. Braves at a plus 140 and the Orioles at plus 100. Favorites are at 494 to 374. That's 56.91%. And the unders are still leading barely at 435 to 433 at 50.12%. All right. www.sporthotpicks.com. Follow us on Facebook. Like, share, comment, especially in the comments. Continue to let us know what you like to see so that we can provide you with that great information and continue to help you understand how it works, how you can make money, and answer any questions that you might have from building a bankroll to zero all the way up. All right, so now let's get into our Miss the Cut segment. Our Miss the Cut segment is that segment that we really believe is fun for you to hear what we were thinking, why it didn't make the paid cut segment, and also how we're able to come across our picks and that sort of stuff. So needless to say, not a lot of information here, but what we like to do is provide you with some ideas of what else is out there. One of them is the Orioles and the Mets over 9. We see that the wind is going to be blowing out and it's going to be warm weather. These two teams both have the opportunity to score a lot of runs. We like the Cardinals to break their losing streak with Wainwright. And plus they have their lineup all the way back, even though they haven't been scoring a lot of runs. They've got Goldsmith and Carpenter as well as Arenado in there, so we think that they have a chance. However, we don't think it's going to be a lot of runs, so we are taking the under in that game as well. Another fun one that we watched, but we just didn't feel like we wanted to put these odds out there, is we've watched the Angels go from a minus 125 to a minus 130 on the money line, which means there's a lot of sharp money coming in on the Angels there. And we also like the over 9, as both teams are pretty vulnerable to giving up some runs and that type of stuff. So Major League Baseball, we have 5 miss the cuts there. In the NBA, we got 2 miss the cuts, and they're both the same game. It's going to be the Nuggets plus 5. We also thought that maybe the Nuggets coming back after that big loss the other night down in the desert could come back and not only cover the 5, but we also feel that the over the 233.5 between these two teams is really going to come to life here. Our last miss the cut segment is going to be the NHL over 5 in the Islanders and the Bruins game. We think that the over 5 is going to be there. It's been juiced up to minus 145. If you could still catch it at minus 5, could be a good bet for you. But we didn't like the juice at 145. And if it gets to 5.5, then you're starting to look at juice and the number there. So with all of that fun stuff being said and our miss the cut, our free pick of the day, which yesterday was the Brew Crew, and we got them at really good numbers, and they won, paid out extremely well. Today we have another fun one for you, which is a first half lines. But what you want to do, go to our social media, follow us on Twitter. We put out every single one of our paid picks 1 hour after picks. Plus what we also do is we post our free pick of the day out there if we have one that day. Today, our free pick of the day is under 4.5 in the first 5 innings, Blue Jays, White Sox. Under 4.5, the first 5 innings. Great chance for you to make some money right there and continue to crush it along with what we've been doing here at www.sporthotpicks.com. Again, I'm your host, Tommy School. We're making wagers and cashing majors. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.